Near Marsh Fork, there is a sense of resignation that this is just another phase in a long line of conflicts.
I wish to hurry up and get it over with, if they're going to let them put it up or not. That way it probably might stop. But then again, once that gets done and over with, it'll be something else for everybody to pick on, do something else about, protesting about. So
that whole idea of West Virginians that you can't fight, quote, the big man, is well ingrained. And they don't think they're going to be hurt. They think that if they don't do something drastic, if we don't protest in the Capitol, no one's going to hear us. In the 60s and 70s, you had huge caravans of people driving to Charleston to protest strip mining. They knew it was the only way their voice was going to be heard, again, because the structure, the structure is not there for them to get an immediate voice with government agencies or people in the Capitol. Now, theoretically it is, but we know in the actual operation, especially hustle and bustle of the legislature, it's hard to get a direct voice with them.
I look at it this way: the protesters are doing a good thing in a way, but they're fighting a losing battle, I feel. Myself, I feel like they're just fighting a losing battle because of the politicians and the big coal companies and things. They're going to win hands down because the judges and arbitrators are going to go their way.
Ralph Jarrell is a retired coal miner. He worked for a number of companies, including Massey. But he's cynical about the future of his community because he says so much has already been lost.
They've got all this posted. As far as you want to go, it's all posted. You go down here, there's guard shacks. You go up here at the Head White, there's guard shacks. You go to Hazy, there's guard shacks. Montclair Mountain, there's guard shacks. Stickney Mountain, guard shacks. So what's a man do in this area? And we're used to raising gardens, farming, working in the coal mines, and hunting and fishing. That's our life.
Professor Rakes is also a former coal miner from neighboring Fayette County. So you mined coal for 20 years before shifting to history.
Yes.
So how does just all of this strike you as someone who's worked within the coal industry and then going and studying this academically? Has it changed the way you think about and talk about coal?
Oh, absolutely. When I worked particularly with Pittston, I tended to lean toward production, whatever, given a situation, I would always think of production first. I've been guilty myself of stretching things, let's say, with sludge ponds, with a variety of environmental concerns because I was concerned about production. But now I see it in a much larger context. I grew up hearing that you can't trust the coal companies, but I got a mixed message. The cooperation gives us our livelihood, and we need to work hard for them. But you can't trust them, and it becomes enculturated. So I see it on a much larger scale now. I see its impact throughout West Virginia in particular, both for good and for bad.
Earlier this month, the State Surface Mine Board granted a permit to build a second coal silo behind Marsh Fork Elementary. In doing so, the board overturned a Department of Environmental Protection ruling that had denied the permit. The DEP is appealing the Surface Mine Board's ruling. Meanwhile, the Raleigh County School Board wrote to Governor Manchin on March 2nd, requesting that he provide money to build a new Marsh Fork Elementary School. The Governor's General Counsel denied that request in a letter dated March 16th, the same day of the protests at the Capitol.